Okay, so in this section I'm going to work on the background. I will speed up a few of the bits and do some things off camera. So remember, this is in the Million Unicorns book, and I'm going to work on this page. So I'm going to do the background, and I'm going to use my silky crayons to start with. So I've already chosen the colours. They don't have colour names, so I've chosen these light grey, and it's got some stuff already on there which I can take off the barrel because I don't want it smearing everywhere. So I have light grey and dark grey, and then I've got light, sort of an ochre yellowish sort of a colour, and then pale brown, deeper brown, and a dark brown. So I've swatched these colours on here as well, so I'll just quickly show you. There we go. So I've got my 3 makeup foundation brushes as well, on 3 sizes that I'm going to use, and I've got my Caran d'Ache board on the rough surface. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I haven't really thought about this that well, so I'm going to scribble on. Well, I have thought about it, but not you know, in huge amounts of detail, let's say. So I'm going to start off with just scribbling on my crayons on here. So yeah, I'm going to do this video in sort of, try to make it one video but in sort of segments, because that's how I usually do my videos, rather than like these videos anyway, you know, the ones where I'm doing how I colour this or whatever, and I do it in little sections and then edit it together. My editing skills are very limited at the moment, so there we go. And then all I'm going to do is get my brush and go onto it, just check it's alright there, and then just place that in. So I'm starting with the lightest colour in the centre of these unicorns, and I might get a little bit of colour onto the actual unicorns and stuff, but hopefully not too much. And I should be, if I remember correctly, I think I can erase it off using an eraser rubber, but I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember, and I haven't bought an eraser with me. But we don't need to worry about the actual elements or the objects on the page at the moment. This clip is just about working on the background. So I'm going to use a fair amount of different things on this page, well, on the background in particular. Probably use a fair amount of stuff on the page anyway, to be honest. I think I am going to use Stickles on the flowers when I get to them, or if not, then probably glitter gel pens. But yeah, all I'm doing, I mean, I'm not working to should I bring you in a little bit more? Oops, going the opposite way, sorry. So yeah, hope everyone's doing okay. It's actually boiling at the moment in, not literally, but of course, but it is very, very warm in the UK at the moment in June. We've had some lovely warm weather, a little bit too warm though, I would say. So yeah, I think I'm going to start light and then go dark as I get further out. So that's my next colour that I'm working on, blend it in a little bit. So yeah, I'm so glad that I found these gel crayons as a result of watching, you know, the colourist videos. I think it was Emma Colours 2020 who introduced me to these gel crayons, and I'm so glad she did, through her videos, because she was using them and it's just like a whole new medium that you can use, you know, for backgrounds, and it's always good discovering a new medium. So yeah, very grateful for that. Got a harsh line there, but I'm not too bothered about that. So yeah, it's all I'm doing is, oops, wrong colour then, working light to dark. So this is where I've got up to with my background with the silky crayons. So I just went over it again with another layer, just with the same colours, and this is where I'm up to. So also just to show you before I go on to the next bit on the background is I'm using my Tombow Mono Zero eraser, I think it's called, just to show you, bringing you in, that it does actually erase the crayon, the silky crayon. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it does blow off the dust. It does take the crayon off the elements. So I'm not going to spend my time on camera sort of rubbing out everything. I'll do that in my own time, so that you don't get bored with me doing that. So yes, it does come off, so I'm going to take you out a bit and we'll go on to the next step. So the next step is a bit of an experiment for me, so it could go horribly wrong, but let's try it. So what I've got here is my Derwent pastel palette paints that I've just recently got, and I've got the red and the sort of pinkish colour there, and what I want to do is I want to use a dauber. I'll just practiced it a little bit, and my stencil here to add some love hearts in the background. Now this is this page, the theme of it to me is that it's based on love, so that's why I decided to choose the love hearts, and I do want to add some love heart stickers, which I'll show you later. So I just practiced a few. That one didn't come out too well, this one came out a bit better. So hopefully I'm going to take off the excess as well, and then just put in some love hearts in places. So hopefully this will work. Don't want it to smear. And I'm going to keep taking it off with the tissue so I don't sort of mess anything up. So bring you in a little bit so you can see what I'm, oh, not a little, that was a little bit too much, I think. Further out a little bit there. And then I think it's just important to dab the excess off. Now this, like I said, I shouldn't really scrape it because this paper does not like water at all, and you can see a little bit of sort of pilling occurring, which is something that I don't want. So I'm going to dab off the excess and let's got it down here. It's not great actually, the technique I'm using. I'm not too sort of, it's working out alright, but I'm just a bit nervous, I guess, up here. So all I'm doing is getting my pen and then dabbing on here. I think I've got too much water on. Take off a little bit. So here at the top we'll have this one. I guess just dab so it doesn't, rather than sort of scrape like that, just dab. These are called sponge daubers. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, my technique's getting a bit better now after a few tries. And keep wiping off my stencil just to make sure I'm not, and take off excess, making sure that I'm not messing anything up there. So should we have a big star, maybe? Not a star, love heart. Gosh, you can tell. Now the reason why I'm using this and not any other medium is because I wanted the pastel colours. I mean, I could have used pan pastel in pastel colours, but then I have the difficulty of I don't really want to set it with a spray. So yeah, wipe off my stencil. Right, then another one. Take off the excess. We'll go for a tiny one just here. Got a bit of a pain in my shoulder today. Just get these odd pains for some reason. Won't be surprised if I've got some form of arthritis. And then I've got this other stencil here, so I'm going to use the larger love hearts for that. So we'll go with a pink, and I'll probably go with it here at the bottom, and then just dab on the colours. Get a bit more paint, I think, because it is a rather large area. It's all an experiment anyway. Everything that I pretty much do that's new is some form of an experiment, and if it works, it's all good. If it doesn't, I'll learn from it. So it's a win-win situation. There we go, that one's quite nice. So I hope you can see the little love hearts, and then maybe just one, I haven't wiped my stencil off, but just wipe it off because I don't want it smearing on the page. Yeah, I think maybe that's enough, or maybe one here, just here on the edge, I think. So last bit of paint to use up, and I'll just add it here. Actually, I will use this technique again because I'm getting used to it. As with most things, when you try it, you're not too sure. And I probably keep this dauber just for paint, but I'll have to wash it out actually because I don't want the paint to dry in the sponge or it'll go hard, so we don't want that. Alright, so that's basically the paint, and I'm going to leave it to just dry a little bit and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so we come to the next part of the background. So Imogen kindly sent me, so Imogen from the Colouring Kid on YouTube sent me these lovely sample of stickers. She also sent me the star ones, but I'm actually going to use the love heart ones. She has an Etsy shop which I will link in the description below. I think she also sells some homemade bookmarks which are really nice, so I have got my eyes on them as well. Now I want to add this to my page, some of these stickers, so she packages them really well as well, so I'm going to get into that. And you can see that I think she said they're made with the Cambridge imprint paper, which you can see are lovely designs. So the ones that I'm going to use are going to be similar colours to the background that I've got. So these yellow ones will be fine, good to go. And then we've got this reddish pinkish colours, and this orange as well I think will go quite well, as well as this colour here. So I'm just going to take them off, very easily come off, and then you can see that they've got a clear outline, which is what I want. So I'm going to put one here, I think another one just there maybe, a little bit lower there, maybe a red one that I'm using now, because I want them quite random in random places. So how about one there on the edge, or maybe there, actually there, yeah, we'll put it up here at the top, hope you can see it there. Three, or maybe another one, I'm not sure. If I do another one, I probably want it to be the lilac-y one, so this sort of lilac colour, and they're all individually, you know, they're unique, which is obviously a great touch as well. So where should I put that? Just decisions, maybe there, maybe there, maybe there. I think maybe here on the edge there. Right there. Okay, so I think I did them in a few random places. Make sure they're stuck down. They are very sticky, so that's quite nice. I know they're not going to come off. So there we go. I'm just looking at the other side of the page, and even though you use these stickers, I would be able to colour on the other side of the page, because they're so thin enough that they're not going to make a little indent, you know, so you won't be able to feel the sticker through it, which is one thing I was a bit concerned about, but having a look at them I thought that that might not be a problem, and so I'm happy it's not. And that's it really. So that's my background so far. I mean, I might still add something else to it, but I'm not 100% sure yet, but this is I think where I'm going to leave it for the moment. So I've come back, I've decided that I have not quite finished with my background, and what I want to do is actually use my stencils again, but use these red silky crayons with them. So you know that I added the paints, the Derwent pastel paint through the stencil before. Now I think I want to use these as well, because I want a few more love hearts in the background. I've got the stickers of course, which show up really nicely, but I think it'll look really nice. So I've got sort of this red here from the silky crayons, and I've got this other red as well. They don't have colour names, so unfortunately that's more orangey, the first one. And so I'm going to, I don't know what's going to happen with this, but let's see. And I'm just going to use my, just to add a few more love hearts, because I just feel that it's not, you know, there's not enough love hearts in the background. So yeah, let's just add a few of those. Now these are very easy to apply, so I'm just using the foundation sort of makeup brush type thing for the... I hope I'm on camera. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to just, maybe one here, carry on putting these in the background like this. Didn't do that one quite so well, did I? I was rushing. Just go over it again, that's better. And then just add different sizes, I guess, of my love hearts. Yeah, I'm liking it better now, I think. So yeah. So yeah, these silky gel crayons are really good for adding, you know, using with stencils. And I know you can use gelatos as well. So I might even, I might sort of have a try with those at some point as well. So yeah, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to carry on adding my love hearts. I just messed that one up, but I'll sort it out. Okay, so quickly show you the completed background. I think I'm reasonably happy with it. So yeah, that's pretty much with silky gel crayon background with some Derwent pastel paint for these sort of pinky love hearts, and then we've got the Imogen's stickers, love heart stickers, that you can purchase from her Etsy shop, which I will link below in the description, and then some more love hearts with the silky crayons, stenciling them through, and that's it really. So that's what it looks like at the moment, and then I'll come back and we'll do the actual picture. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to continue with is working on the image. So I am thinking that I'm going to do the unicorns in sort of rainbow colours. So I am using my Pastelowe pencils. So in this pencil case I've got a fair number of different pencils. I've got these tritone pencils which I sometimes use, and then the Derwent metallic pencils as well, and then I keep the Pastelowes. I kept them in the same order as they came, and then I just numbered them, so because they've got no names or numbers. And then I've got my luminances in here as well. So I've chosen some colours, and I thought I would choose basically the rainbow colours, so I just chose, and I mean you could do the same if you wanted. You could choose like a reddish colour. There's no pure red, there's mainly pinks and stuff and cerises. So I've got a sort of a reddish colour, orange, yellow, green, blue, the best indigo that I could find, and a violet, but in pastel shades. So I'm going to start off with, and I'll do some on camera and some off camera as I usually do. So I'm going to start with this unicorn here, so make it a little bit like, you know, wavy. So I really do like these Pastelowe pencils. I think they're really nice. I was going to use my Holbeins, and then I thought I always use my Holbeins, so there'd be no point of buying these pencils if I didn't use them. So I want it to have sort of a, we'll see how it comes out, but sort of a wavy pattern. The orange. So they do have a smooth lay down. They are definitely less pigmented, I would say, than my Holbeins are, but still good enough. Good enough to be worth buying. So I'm actually filming this on a different day to when I completed the background, and it is still very, very warm. in the UK. Yeah, very warm. The sun's out and it's just really nice when the sun's out. Really cheers you up. But I think a bit too warm for me. Just a little thing that on there. Next colour, green. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. What are you colouring at the moment? Let me know in your comments. What are you enjoying really colouring at the moment? Or are you doing some other craft type thing like diamond painting or art journaling or anything else? Go back to the green there just a second. So it is going to look a little bit I wanted the picture to look really colourful, and I wanted to use colours that are going to be let's say in contrast to the shades that I've used in the background, because in the background I've got mainly warm colours, warm slash neutral colours. So I think for this main picture here that you can see with the butterflies, I'm thinking of having my main colours being purple, blue and green, my usual 3 cooler colours. So that will be a contrast to the colours in the background. So yeah, just, I mean, it might look quite crazy this, but it's just a fun picture. I wasn't actually planning to colour in this book this month. It wasn't one of my books to colour, but a viewer commented and requested that I do a sort of a colour along in this book. It's hard for me to share the colours for these Pastelows, but like I say, I've just numbered them and I will write the numbers. In fact, I'll tell you the numbers once I've just done this. I might, just don't want to forget this leg here. Yeah, the numbers, I kept the pencils exactly in the same order that they come in, and then I just put numbers on them. So I will share the numbers with you just as soon as I've finished this bit. There, I think it looks alright. It looks fun. Looks like a unicorn, multicoloured unicorn. Okay, so the colours that I used for the pencils is 28, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and the last one is 25. So you don't have to use those exact colours. I mean, you could just, like I said, use a pale, just the rainbow colours, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. Okay, so I'm going to work on the other unicorn as well, but before I do, I thought for the main type things, I don't know if you call these the main, but I thought I'd use purples, pinks, so I decided for that I will use number 47, 27, 26 and 29. So Again, I'm going to probably just do it sort of in layers, so layering it, as in not layering the pencil over each other, but just making it so that, in fact no, I won't do it layers, because it's more, the shape is like, you know, like a cloud, the main. I'm not making myself very clear here today, am I? I am very, very tired today, so I just wanted to get this video done. I usually like to do my videos like a week before and then release them the following week, so I do it a week in advance. I'm not a last minute sort of a person. I like to be quite well planned. So this is the second darkest colour, so this is the 27. They are nice, these pencils. Quite a lot of people have got them. I think they're well worth the price. So yeah, please do let me know, you know, what you are colouring at the moment, what you're enjoying. I have been colouring quite a lot this month, so compared to last month anyway. So hopefully you will see a lot more pictures. I know it's not about quantity, but I think you'll see a lot more pictures compared to my last month coloured pictures. But yeah, and there we go. Right, I might do this bit here, you know, this bit here, I don't know what you'd call it, but the bit underneath its mane, I think I'll probably want to do that in metallic paint. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to complete the other unicorn. Okay, so there's what I've got to now, and how much I've completed. So yeah, you can see they look quite sort of fantastical like, because they're all multicoloured. And yeah, just wanted it like a fun sort of a thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some metallic paint. So these are the Coliro Magical Creatures set, and these are the colours that you get. I haven't got the slip here with me. Actually, does it have it on the back of the... No, I haven't got the slip with the names on, so I do apologise about that. But so I don't know all the names. I know one of these is called Unicorn. I think that might be Unicorn. I know this one's Fairy, this one's Dragon. I can't remember the others. So I'm going to use the Fairy and the Unicorn, I think. So I've got a fine brush here that you can purchase in a set from Amazon. And I'm just going to... I've put a few drops onto the palette, and then I just let it sit for about 2-3 minutes so that the paint thickens up. And I'm just going to put it over this little bit under the mains. I just liked the sort of the pinky sort of colour, and it is a bit of a colour shift on it as well, so it looks really nice. I'll put the the love hearts in, the love heart details in later on once the paint's dry, with a black Faber-Castell Pitt pen, which I've forgotten to bring up with me. I always forget something because I film upstairs and my stuff is downstairs, all my colouring stuff, because I usually colour downstairs. Right, so that's that. Now while that's drying, I'll just tell you what my other plans are. So I have some paints here from these are from Pigments and Quirks, which I'm not using for this project, but I've got these two which I've shown before on my channel, and they're from the Art Spirits Etsy shop. So this one at the top here, the silvery one, is called Magic Mirror Dust or something like that, Magic Mirror Dust, and then this one here is called Rainbow Dust. So I think I'm going to use the Rainbow Dust on the mains, or that's what I'm calling these bits that are. So again, I let water, I put a few drops of water, let it sit on the pan for a bit and allow the paint to thicken up or the glitter to be loosened, and then yeah, I shall bring you in a little bit closer. That's very close, isn't it? And then I just this is going to give me a subtle effect, which is probably what I'm after today, rather than anything too in your face. So there we go. I mean, a unicorn has to have glitter on it, otherwise it's just not complete, in my opinion. Has to have glitter on it, definitely. Yeah, I'm liking how that is looking, definitely. For the little horn on the unicorn, I think I'm going to use the Coliro Finetec paint as well, which I'll go to in a minute. So yeah, what can I talk about? Because this is partly a colour and chat and partly a video to fulfil a viewer's request who wanted me to colour in this book. I'm going to film the what is it called now? The original idea was by Effie Colours, I think, and Imogen, which was basically completed pages from books purchased in 2020. So I've done it on a monthly basis. So on my channel you'll find completed pages from books coloured in January and February of 2020. So I'm going to film completed pages from books purchased in March, April and May 2020. So I'll have that out probably after this video, if not before. So there we go. I'm really liking how that's looking. Right, so now, so that was the Art Spirits paints, the glitter ones, gorgeous glitters. And then now back to my Finetec Coliro palette, and I'm going to use the unicorn paint, which is this one here, I think, just for the horns. Well, not the horns, but the, you know, the single, is that what you call it? The unicorn horn, isn't it? There's no other technical name, I guess. If there is, let me know. I might learn something. So I really like using these fine brushes. You really do need, if you're going to use paint, I believe so anyway, if you're going to use paint in your colouring books for the fine details, I think fine brushes are a must. So that's that. Okay, now what else? So the next thing I think is, I don't know, should I add glitter to the bodies? I'm not sure I should. I don't want to add too much glitter. I know you can't have too much glitter, but I might just leave that for the minute how it is. So now I'm going to work on the butterflies. I might come back to the unicorns later on, but for now the butterflies I'm thinking metallic paints and gel pens. So I do have the, in this pencil case here, just my watermelon pencil case, I've got some Arteza iridescence and some Pentel Draw metallic hybrids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a few gel pens, and possibly these are paints from Reneeissance watercolours. She's away, I think, at the moment, in America on holiday, so I think in July she's coming back, late July, so you'll be able to order from then. So these paints as well I might use, and the colours I'm thinking for the butterflies, because I want them to, because there's so much going on in the background in terms of lots of love hearts, I need something that's a bit more uniform. So I'm not going to use lots of different multicolours, I'm just going to use purples, blues and greens. Maybe that's too much as well, I don't know, but purple, blues and greens I think will look nice for the butterflies. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so time to add the different paints. So this is a custom palette, and I bought these paints open stock from either Jackson's Art or another place which I can't remember, but I'll try to link in the description below. You can buy them individually, you can also buy the tin and in which you can place them. So like I said, for the butterflies I'm only going to use purples, blues and greens. So I've got the Coliro Finetec paints which I've just shown you. I've got the Reneeissance colour paints from Etsy, so this is the West End 1 set, and then again Reneeissance colours, West End 2 set, although these three weren't in there. These three are bought single, they're different. And then this paint here is from KJDesigns by Karen, which I've recently got, and I'm going to use this one here, which is a beautiful emerald city with lots of glitter pieces in it, and then this one's a bluey gold. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water on that, and then yes, I'm going to get started. I'm going to do a bit on camera and then I'll do the rest off camera because I'm only painting it, so I'm just randomly just using my metallic paints really, and so I hope. Right, so I'm just going to add paint in where I feel. There's no real, this is just playing with colour really. I'm doing it however, just randomly. So I might make this one different greens. But yeah, I really enjoy using metallic paints very much in my colouring books. I've got a bit of, I should wait for one paint to dry, that's what I would normally do, but I didn't this time. right, so I'm going to carry on painting the rest of them and I'll be back. Okay, so this is where I've got up to. I've put in the places on the butterflies where I want my metallic paint, so I've used a range of metallic paints, both the Finetec ones and paints from Etsy. Now you can see some of the black lines get dulled. I will go around those black lines, as I always do, with a black fine liner pen and put them back in. So now what I want to do is I'm going to use my pastel Derwent palette to colour in or paint, should I say, the centre of the butterflies' bodies. So I'm going to do a few again on camera, and then the rest will be done off camera. So these are beautiful opaque pastel paints. I got this one from Cult Pens, I think, yeah, that's where I got it from. So yeah, I think it'll look nice with a pastel touch, definitely. So I'm just gonna put in, paint in that. So that's how I'm going to do all my butterflies. I'm going to do all of them like that, and then what I'll do is, I'd have to do all the bodies. You see there's some down here. Some of them haven't got a picture which shows the central part of the butterfly, so I can just leave those out. And then after that, I'm thinking for the central bit, as in what the unicorns are standing on, this sort of branch type thing with rose, not roses, with blossoms, I may use another metallic paint for that as well. So just do these. It's going to take me some time to do the editing for this video. Right, on the other side, I think I used, so yeah, it is a symmetrical page because the butterflies look the same on either side. So like I said, I am going to put in the details because I go over the black lines, and the black lines I don't like it really if so I'll put the eyes for the butterflies back in and everything. Be here as well. And then just the central butterfly here right in the middle, I'm going to just use a, what colour is it? I think it's called Artichoke. There we go. That's it. Now, I think I've done, there's just this one as well. Just do the central bit there. Right, so the paint that I'm going to use for this sort of bit here, let me just bring it out a little bit so you can see. So this bit here with the blossoms is the Fortune paint. Again, this is from the Reneeissance colours, the Etsy shop. So this is a beautiful like a gold light colour, One of my favourite paints actually. And yeah, I'm just gonna go over that. And the blossoms I am thinking of doing in Stickles. So I've got 3 different sort of purple light colours in Stickles. I think one of them's called Cosmic. And I'm intending on just stickling it out basically. I actually could use glaze pens, but I'm not sure. Actually not sure now whether the blossoms should be glaze pen or something else. So, right, so what I'm going to do in the remaining bit, which I possibly might not do on camera now, is use gel pen for the remaining spaces and patterns inside the butterflies. So I'll just use gel pens. The leaves I will probably use glaze pen, so the Sakura glaze pens. So basically these sorts of pens here, so you can see it here. It's a glaze pen, and then possibly Stickles for the blossoms. But yeah, we'll see when I come back. So this is what the page looks like now, and I've just been adding Stickles. So the colours I've chosen for the Stickles are lavender, purple and Cosmic. So I'm going to finish adding a few more Stickles, you know, where the where the blossoms are, or on the blossoms should I say. And I might actually not do all of them in Stickles, and I'll do say a few of them with glaze pen, just to mix it up a little bit. So yeah, it's easier to do the larger blossoms with these Stickles. So I'm using the Cosmic now. So I just gently squeeze and sort of tap. That's basically how I'm applying it. Very gently squeezing and then just tapping on the paper, so it doesn't all splurge out basically. Maybe one down here. So yeah, almost finished with this page. I hope it was useful just seeing a little bit of it coloured at least. I know that I do some of it off camera. That's it. And then maybe one here, and then that's it, and then the rest I'll probably do in glaze pen. So yeah, I'm just going to use this glaze pen here. Maybe should have done that first, but it doesn't really matter, so just get it here. And yeah, so I another thing that I've received, well, I I ordered was the new mythographic book from Amazon US, because I didn't want to wait till I think it was 5th of July. I could have waited, maybe I should have waited, but I just wanted it, so I got the Dream Garden book, and I do really like that book. It's by Fabiana Attanasio again, and yeah, it's a beautiful book. I do really like it. You will see it on my next haul, probably in July now. Got to be careful not to smudge the Stickles, because that would be a disaster. So I haven't coloured in it yet. I've got quite a few books I haven't coloured in, and I'm trying to stop myself from buying more books, which is easier said than done. It's like a little addiction, or a big addiction. Right, so that's pretty much it, I think. And yeah, I think I've finished now, so I'm going to bring it out a bit. It's just a fun page, no real technique here, it's all just using different sorts of media. So just bring it up so you can see. So yeah, we've got the star of the show, Imogen's stickers, the colouring kid. I will link her Etsy shop if you are interested in purchasing. She does have other stuff on there, like tags and bookmarks as well. Then my background with the gel crayons, stencils, and then all the metallics and yeah, glitters and stickles and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care, happy colouring, bye.